Hello. Thank you for all the subs. Why are you making a hype train? Don't you know those things are bad? You're gonna get run over by a train or something. I think that's what happens, right?
I never get them, so I wouldn't know.
I think you got one, didn't you?
I think I got one.
Yeah, look.
Where it was like I got 2 like subs one day, and then I got a hype train, and then nothing else, and then it just faded
away. Look at my chat message. Look, I have I have a little icon.
Cardi Taco stand.
Oh yeah, don't tell him, Phil.
Wait, what?
Don't tell. No, nothing. Nothing. Just don't tell him. I'll help you get a hype train next time. Oh, Cass is playing. Look at me.
Oh, I knew I forgot
I cannot
to do
bully
something.
you anymore,
I have to get my ads going. I knew I forgot something. I always forget something. There we go. Run ad break.
Oh, we have a festival as well? Insane.
Oh, look at my chat message. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Because I was...
Yeah, I have the hype train badge on your channel. I was the hype train leader. I don't know who the fuck is the hype train leader on my channel.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Dope. I guess there's something stopping me from just going live now, even with the ad.
Okay. A new work, I already got 2 invites to 2 different events, and both of them happen on a fucking Wednesday. Actually, no, one happens on a Monday, I think? No wait, it happens on a Tuesday, and I would come home on Wednesday, like afternoon, so I can do ring night. The other happens on Wednesday, and I would have to hold it out, but it's on December. I might actually still not go though.
I mean, fair.
To get
I mean, there's
club.
always the
like,
option of we just do cart night on a Thursday one week. Like,
I don't think there's anything more cringe than going to a club with coworkers. Like, I don't care how much money they spend on it. Like, why?
Yeah, that seems like a weird one.
I guess they want to feel like young and hip and whatnot. But
I've been to clubs, and I was young. They were not fun.
I just don't care about clubs.
I went to a club like I think 2 or 3 times, and it was a bad experience every time. And the first time was the worst experience because instead of even doing anything, we were just all sat at a table in an extremely large club. And then I was told, and my objective was basically to keep a guy off of a girl.
What the fuck? I get a hype chest? Is that shit?
Because
oh fucking hell! Whatever. Get you random ass emote.
Because basically what happened was it's like she told me I'm drunk and I know that I'm going to like be easily taken advantage of.
Phil,
so just
we have established multiple times that your friends are stupid liars. Like,
well, this one was like, this was a case of like a different person that like they never did anything bad to me.
Okay.
But
because like often when you go like, oh yeah, my friend told me I'm actually totally gay or something like.
Oh yeah, no, that was fucked. That was fucked. And like it's even the fact that I told them that I was uncomfortable with that, and they just kept going, and like just said it was proof, and I'm like, I do not appreciate this. Oh, I can go live now. Okay, nice. There we go.
Well, like any of these tracks, same. The Lunchbase Classic is okay. Come on, okay, that one is actually. Deadline is the worst one yet. I like the fucking Microsoft pinball sound too much.
Got murdered.
But yeah,
But
I switched to
yeah,
Queen.
no, like what we were saying. I'm aware I have a very bad track record of friends. But to be fair, it's like I've met a lot of cool people over the years, but most of them it's like I never talked to because I didn't like I guess put enough effort into maintaining those like friendships. Though at the same time, it was kind of like I'd have to put all the work in. So at the same time, was it really gonna work even? It's like, oh, cool, an artist friend, and then and then it's like got busy, didn't message them, and like they never went out of their way to like message or hang out with me. So it's like maybe it was one-sided. I don't know. People are impossible to
So confused
predict,
by this
so.
track. This track is bad. I don't know what else to say about it.
Oh, I turned the wrong way. That was my mistake. My fatal blunder.
I love tracks that go upside down. In SRB2K, all the tracks that went upside down were my favorite. But this is just bad. Like, man, I don't mind if it goes
it's like
upside
it's
down.
trying too hard to be disorientating instead of actually like fun.
It's just badly done. I feel like that.
Yeah, it's like there's too much verticality going when you're upside down. Like you can't see ahead like at all properly, and it's like hard enough to like react when you're like normally driving in these situations, and then to like put you upside down on top just seems like overkill.
Oh, being shrink breaks
I
all
love how I got like
too,
I like how I never got a giant ray because I was in the rocket section, so I didn't get any of the bonuses. Oh wait, it's still going. Oh god, it just like hasn't been spawning for me at all because of the way the track works, I guess.
Oh, fine. Stupid ass thing here. First time I don't place last on the stupid ass track.
Ooh. I'm going too fast.
At least it's only 2 laps. It is only 2 laps, which is nice. I would still rather play that egg twice than play this one, to be honest.
I mean, fair.
Oh, it's still far out? No, that tag is bad. No, that tag is good. What do you mean? Yeah, I don't know how much holidays I will have. Cause like I have those 2 events, and then I still wanna like, I need to meet with my friends because I have card games to draft and things to do, and I wanna meet them so we can do that.
Oh yes, one of the 2 trips I have to eventually actually plan for.
But Gikkel, when are you gonna do a Gikkel meetup? Is it still Gear 2? It is Gear 2, yes. You want me to switch it to Gear 3?
I thought we were Gear 3.
I don't know, Gikkel.
Did we?
I remember that your Discord server wanted to like make a meetup or something at some point, just to.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh.
For funsies. Maybe you did it and I
Don't
just
follow.
didn't know. What's Gear 2
I
and Gear
hit
3?
mine while I was doing chat.
Gear 2 and Gear 3 is the speed of the game, by the way.
Yeah.
Think of it like difficulties. Never happened.
Don't fall asleep while driving, Lamau. Throw everything. Was it looking like my VTuber was dozing off? Because I wasn't dozing off.
Yeah, Gear 2 is normal speed, and Gear 3 is like hard speed. And time trial happens at Gear 3. The game normally works at Gear 2. I like Gear 3. But it is rough if you're not good at the game. It's not just everything is faster, but there's a bunch of some of the physics is different. There's also Gear 1, which is easy mode. And like in Gear 1, the slopes aren't as punishing as this. Like even in Gear 2, if you have low speed going into like a climb, a race slope, like you will lose a lot of speed and you need either rings or something to get over it. In Gear 1, it doesn't really matter. The slopes are basically like they're not there.
Yeah, just a caution in general. Fair. I did say I was sleepy earlier. Well, I don't seem too bad right now. After doing some art, I somehow woke up a bit. Oh, God.
Ugh. And now I have to get used to this character. I think, I mean, I did play Class B initially when I started playing the game, but and it changed. And now that I see the stupid time trial strats are viable in racing, I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to learn the way to go fast by breaking the game apart.
No! That was Rob, second place.
Chow Gaming. Are you playing Chowcast? Are you also trying to learn the way? I tried going 1-1, but 1-1 is a bit too much for me. So I'm going Cream. I think is 4-1. Which is still Class B, but
just like Sonic X.
You just wanted to play as Chow? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going Chow as well.
Oh, I had a conversation that came up at work that I was like so happy by. It was just talking about like Disney movies, but we talked about good ones like Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
What the fuck happened to my tracking? I just
Atlantis: The Lost Empire. If you haven't seen it, watch it, please. For the love of God, I love it so much.
Wait, which one?
Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
No, I've not watched it.
Gasp.
I am also here. Hello.
Hello.
It is Chow hours.
Yep. You guys are all not invited. Wait, you were not gonna do the same?
That's what I'm calling you a bastard because you took it, not because you hit me with it.
Oh fuck.
It's fine.
Oh
I'm bad at this game. I won't be able to play as Chow.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty bad myself.
I won't be able to do the Chow strat. I mean, the devs say that they'll fix it, and then they keep not releasing the new version. So. Not like this texture. Oh, I mean the compression doesn't like ring racer in general.
The shield doesn't get rid of the bubble shield.
H.264 is too meant for like real-ish stuff. But when you present to them like pixel art 3D game where everything is moving all the time, it just capitulates. That's a big issue. God, I saw a video that was so funny today. Sadly, I cannot put it into the shitpost redeem because it is 7 minutes. And even as a lucky shitpost, that's just too long.
Dang it, no. The mud.
Oh, thank you.
Dang it!
I forgot I don't have a boost.
You motherfuckers.
I don't even feel accomplished because I get hit right after.
I mean, you said me to...
Hey, there's so many mines on this track.
Oh fuck is all these
Jackpot.
rings? Oh boy. Hardly clear the fucking thing with the booster. No, I'm lost.
I don't know how I'm first, but I'll take
How the
it.
fuck did I get bubble there? I thought I skipped it. Yeah. I wanted to go for invincibility and I got growth instead. Ow! Fuck you.
Whoa, I
That
almost
is
hit a
so
mine, but I had a
weird.
shield, so I countered. Ooh, I royal guarded that shit. Jackpot in first place. Let's go, baby. Oh, I hit.
By the way, my idea of making a card game is encountering the defect that I literally have no clue how to make one.
Oh, you. bitch.
Damn!
Robbed.
I still got lost.
I was robbed.
Watch me swoosh right in.
I kept first that entire final lap just to be robbed right at the end.
You gotta be careful.
Uh,
You gotta be
Not a
careful.
good chow.
because I got shrunk, I like hit the like final drop and got shot up and hit the ceiling. If that didn't happen, I probably still would have won.
All I'm saying is, if you don't watch out, you'll get overlapped by someone jumping in like fucking Shaggy from Scooby Doo into a window.
I mean, there's nothing I could have done. The moment I hit that shrink, I thought I was fine, but it was actually just signed my resignment to second place.
Damn it.
Karma. Oh, damn it.
I know, I deserve that.
Damn. This is my punishment for punishing Ash for trying to knock people out by knocking Ash out to then be. And I just had my super turbo stolen immediately when I got it.
Ooh, what do we have here? Thanks, Enfield.
Yep. Damn it. God damn it.
You gotta be balling and
There's no
bullying until
item
you
boxes.
join
I'm
the
so
chow.
far behind and I can't catch up because there's no item boxes. Oh, finally.
Shite.
Why am I'm still playing like a stupid idiot is the issue. I'm playing as if
Oh, yeah,
my drift are worth something.
Yeah. So, I ended up backing a Patreon today.
Ooh.
It is for Human Person, and I was like, I'm gonna get me some fancy paper miniatures.
Wait, why do you need... Oh, this like give you like papercraft stuff?
Yeah, so it's like you print out, you get like files to print, and then you assemble them. So I'm probably going to edit the files to make them the way I make them, which is like I make them like out of like cardboard, like cut apart cardboard boxes to make them like thick and kind of cardboardy. Just because I like the like stability and like thickness of it, like it feels like a proper game piece then, as opposed to just like literally just a flat piece of paper. So I guess it might be fine if I just use like cardstock or something, but like I don't know, it wouldn't have the thickness.
I spent too much money on cardboard today, so I will never criticize any of your choices.
Well, I mean, with me with cardboard, it's just a case of every time anyone finishes a box of cereal, I just steal it and bring it to my room.
Oh no, I mean I bought magic stuff.
Oh, okay.
I am
Fair.
both.
I thought you weren't buying any magic stuff anymore.
Well, I'm not buying sealed product. I'm not giving Wizard any money. Everything I buy is
okay.
like either. It's probably Card Market. Card Market is, man. Card Market. They have a YouTube channel and their content is like king. I don't know how they.
Oh.
I don't know what media people they got, but man, it's such fun content. They play like Commander with a shopkeeper. So every player had like a button they could press, and then someone came in and was like, "Oh, you want a sword to plowshare to exile the creature that just got played?" Okay, but you have to like you have like challenges for people that like they have to do something stupid. Sometimes it's like a game action, other times it's just you have to wear this frog hat. Like
Oh my
completely
god.
random. Oh, it's great.
I need to see that because I feel like my brother would love that.
Other stuff they just had like trivia stuff. So, like they brought like 5 cards and said, okay, what you have to guess what rule change affected this card. Stuff like that. It's really nice.
Oh.
Froggy hat. Yeah. No, it's really
I was
dope.
just thinking of the chat from what do you call it? Metal
They
Gear
had, like-
Solid 5.
They had like challenges. So when they went to Magic on Amsterdam, they brought like they made like a tournament where you can only use a deck of 4 cards.
Huh?
Yeah, you just started with 4 cards in your hand, and you have to. Well, first of all, you cannot bring your own deck, so they had to buy cards at the event from like random sellers, and they had like 20 minutes to make a 4-card deck. Yeah, no, they went crazy. Another time they gave everyone a Colossal Dreadmaw, which is a meme card that's popular but also worthless. And they went like, okay, you have 1 hour, you have to go on all the booths and trade it up to the biggest value you can. And like people managed to somehow trade it up to like 80 euros worth of card. Some people had some strategies. One literally was like, oh, okay, I have some like watercolors and whatnot. So she started like taking the Colossal Dreadmaw and making it into like an alternate art thingy. Like, sorry, altered art. So she would she would make it the altar, she would sell it because, you know, it's an altar, it's pretty. And then she would get another different card and start altering that one as well.
Oh.
Someone found a way to trade it for a different card that was worth it a bit more by literally begging to the seller. They got the card, and then they noticed, hey, wait, the artist that drew this card is at this event, so they got it signed. And that way they could trade it for even more.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Another one was like, hey, like went to the host and was like, hey, can you hang out with me? He just took a piece of card and he wrote, be in a card market video. Yeah, he abused the fame to be able to get better trading. He was like, hey, if you trade me a better value, you get a shout out on the video, and they get all the shout out.
Nice.
Nah, they're tons of fun.
Ooh.
Good lord. Where did you come from?
I threw down a bubble.
Man, I think this invincibility would have been nice if everyone else also didn't have it.
Oh, come on!
Bloody hell! Bumper!
Damn it!
Ugh.
Almost.
God damn it, I got bumped.
Damn it.
But yeah, I had to buy some deck boxes and sleeves because I'm trying to clear out my room. And I have some commander decks still sealed. And as you know, the commander decks, they come in like this big packaging. I kind of don't want them in that. But I don't have deck boxes. So the newer commander decks are actually nice because they give you like a paper deck box that actually can hold the sleeved cards. But these are old commander decks. And they don't get that.
Yeah, like, I know my brother has, like, the 40k ones, for example, and they each have their own little, like, paper box thing.
Yeah, that's really nice. Sadly, the old one don't get that. The old one get a really shitty ass box that doesn't even close properly, and can only
The
hold.
audacity
Wow,
to
that
pick another level.
instantly stopped on the one pick that was not.
I
It
cannot.
didn't even cycle. It just went right in there.
I feel like the game is sentient. Like, no, you're not playing Lost Ark today.
Oh, thank you, Ash. Oh no.
I am.
Oh my! How did you bounce me backwards?
Magic. Don't think
Man.
about how that works with the weight. Just don't worry about it.
I hate this map so much. You have no clue.
Damn, no one get my Mr. Bean joke.
I am considering. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is too much. I will watch Festive.
Damn. Completely ignored.
Come on, Festive. You're the chosen one. You have to win.
Yeah, it's definitely not me. I'm in like third.
I can do this. I'm built stupid. I can do this.
I'm built incorrectly. I'm built wrong.
Yeah, I'm glad to
I
see
was
that I'm
built
not the
without
only
the
one
enclosed
having trouble
instruction
controlling
booklet.
Chao, at least.
Boop.
Get back here.
How do I keep fucking up that turn? Like, Jesus.
Okay, watching other people suffer on this map is actually very therapeutic. You have no clue. I thought I was
Suffering.
just...
I'm having a good time. What are you on about?
I mean, clearly you're having some trouble navigating it.
How did I
Yeah,
go
but I'm having
backwards?
fun.
I was first place and I took a spring expecting to go into the ring. I then went back through the stage to fourth. What? Why is there trick springs that take you back a huge section of the map?
Because this map is
enough.
bad.
There's
I
bad
don't
and
know
then
how to tell
there's
you
just
this, but,
wrong.
like-
You're a coward. That's why.
Why even have the springs? Why have the rings to make you think it actually goes somewhere?
Because
That
it's
is just-
funny.
That thing just literally walked into mine. It wasn't in
Yeah.
the way. You specifically.
I straight up didn't see it.
I did it.
The
Oh.
audacity of this man.
Hey, at least I earned it. I didn't steal it.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's worse.
What do you mean?
It's not as funny.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Damn. I played myself.
Can't wait for
Listen,
Pico Park to show up. I thought Ash was going
Listen,
to skip
under
around. I
this
didn't
roof,
skip
we
around. What do you
play by the
mean?
rules of funny.
I haven't played. What you? Why are we waiting for? Okay.
I do not know.
Gadget. Oh god, these are all. Wait, Diamond Dust Classic, Diamond Dust. Why is Diamond Dust Classic twice? Huh?
Something.
Oh.
Insert
I guess the
relating.
game really wants us to do it. Did you pick Diamond Dust left or right?
What? I'm just picturing like left and right tricks, but it's left and right,
Game will-
left and right
game today
diamond
wants
dust.
all the stinky maps, all of them. We shall
It's
not
only
have good
stinky
maps.
if you let it be.
Damn it! I somehow didn't get my. No, I did. Thank you. Full stop.
No, only you let it be.
Oh my god, where am I going? But
Damn it.
oh yeah, I didn't finish what I was talking about. But yeah, so it's like following the Patreon now, and then because I'm gonna be playing Rangers of Shadow Deep, and I'm like, oh, perfect, all the miniatures I need. I just threw a mine and hit myself with it.
Wait, what?
I threw a mine. I then boosted.
Oh,
I
I,
then
th- I
went
thought you were
into
still
my
talking
own
about
mine.
the Patreon thing. I was like, what?
No,
You hit yourself
yeah, I
with the
cut myself
miniatures?
off because I'm like, I just hit myself in the face with a mine. Yeah, no, it's I'm looking forward to playing Rangers of Shadow Deep, and then I'll have all the miniatures I need basically, apart from the self-insert ones I'm making myself, because of course.
I'll hit myself with my own Orbinat. It makes you feel any better.
Hello.
Oh, and I didn't clear the jump. Damn.
Oops, sorry, Cass. That wasn't meant for you. Damn, that sucks.
God damn it. I'm bad at picking items.
Game lagging. What the hell?
I'm only fourth.
Ugh.
I hate this map. If I could vote this map, I would say minus. Actually, I'm gonna say it anyway. Wait, how do you?
Oh, don't worry, Kaz. You don't have to
Game
tell
is-
them to tell me. I see you over there.
The game didn't like you minusing Ash because it kicked
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, it's completely crushed. What the fuck?
Oh god.
The game literally crushed on me, man.
You talk shit, you got hit.
Did the minus go through though?
No.
Play
Cast it
Pico
for you
Park?
though, don't
No,
worry.
you do a fucking dare. Play Pico Park without me.
Don't worry,
You
it's not
didn't get it.
happening.
Fucking hell.
You would have made it back in time.
Hell Festival explode him.
Don't worry, I saw it myself.
Damn, Ash, careful. Exploding.
I'll explode myself tomorrow, don't you worry.
Don't explode on
I mean,
9/11.
we've all
That's a
been there.
bad
We've
thing
all
to do.
exploded ourselves.
Exactly, that's why I'm waiting.
Oh,
Like, are
rain
you
boosting
kidding me?
really is something.
Me exploding on 9/11 as a Muslim? That's a bit on the nose, don't you think?
To be fair, I did not know you were Muslim until now.
What the fuck?
It's not something I talk about unless it's like relevant, and it's usually only relevant like 1 month of the year.
Oh god.
Oh god. What do you mean
What?
one time of the year?
To be fair, a friend
It's
of
when
mine.
I'm what Ramadan when I'm
Yeah,
fasting.
okay, no, okay.
Oh,
Because you
yeah.
really feel like the moment was today.
No. Honestly, I didn't even make that connection until you just said it.
What was it? Yeah, like to be fair, a friend of mine is like going abroad today. I don't think it's like that far, but basically he was on a plane and he took a picture out the window of like them leaving at the airport or whatever. And then they just said the caption, "Happy 9/11."
My God.
So I'm assuming they were just going to visit family, but it's like, oh my
You
god.
know, my precious. I have a Eudoro that's trying to serve me an invincibility, but sadly I'm first. Okay, I'm not first anymore. Thank you, Festive.
What? What?
I told you! I had Eudoro on standby.
I should have saved that boost. What was I thinking?
Oh, I should have dropped it afterwards. I'm an idiot.
No, I only got a bar. I was so close.
Coming in.
Oh yeah, I'm not Chow. What the fuck am I doing? One
How
second.
dare you?
I didn't
audacity,
realize my
swear.
game crashed.
Do I even have Chow as a racer? Yes. But would I play Chow? Probably not.
Wait, do I not get the points because I changed character? God damn it! I'm such an idiot.
Played yourself.
I mean, we have good maps now. But there's a right choice.
Oh yeah, shit.
I was just reminded by a notification on my phone. I was looking at my inventory today, like specifically my TF2 items. I was like, huh, some of these old ass boxes actually have worth to them.
Well, yeah, because they'd be discontinued or something,
Damn
so they
it.
just like accumulate worth.
Yeah, one of them was like almost €7, like a single crate.
Yeah.
I do not have the patience to actually go out and like do trading or like actually try
Can't you just
to
do it
like...
over Steam now?
Yeah, I just do the Steam. I just put the stuff on Steam Marketplace.
And then just watch the money roll into your wallet.
Yeah, like I have like just put up a bunch of old crates that's worth at least a little bit, and so far I have bought 2 indie games.
Are
Fair.
crates that valuable?
Some of them, it's mainly like old ones that you can't really get anymore, or that have items that people want. I had like like I said, I had one specific crate that was like from 2015 that you couldn't get anymore. That was like €6 on Steam Marketplace
Damn.
by itself, just a singular crate.
I'm slowly regaining my power, Ash. I got another egg box and I passed it. I'm regaining my skills.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, and then
I
you're
know
all
people
in
like
danger.
sell. What some people do is, they will sell temporary access via family sharing to stuff like Poker Night and Inventory, just so you can get the TF2 items.
That's
Fair.
one I did not know about. Which some people did that, but fair enough.
Because you cannot get the items in there any other way, and if you don't wanna spend the money to buy the items, then you can just buy someone lending you access to their copy. Just kinda cringe
Silly.
though.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just something funny I just got reminded
It's a
of,
good
like, right this second,
game,
'cause
but
I got a
like,
note.
I don't know.
I,
Just got reminded of the whole
I remember
box
it
thing,
blowing my
because
mind
the
when Ash from
notification.
Evil Dead was in the second one.
Yeah, not me. I wasn't there.
But to be fair, it's like it wasn't Bruce Campbell, so it wasn't the same. But like, I still appreciate it.
I heard the.
Like, I think they even got Bruce Campbell for the PlayStation 1 Resident Evil, like, Evil Dead knockoff
Hey, what do you think
game.
of the new Sony thing that doesn't work? I feel like...
What?
Don't you know the Onion video? Sony releases new piece of shit that doesn't work.
No, no, I haven't.
It's great. Did you want to buy the PS5 Pro? It's 700 euros to play Astro Boy.
While having be very slightly better looking. Like, very slightly.
I think that reminds, like, I remember seeing screen caps of, like, One Piece, where it's, like, the scene where it's, like, the One Piece is real! Except it was, like, the PS5 has game!
It has game, singular.
My favorite
Every
bit is
time
still the
I-
one fucking 4chan post that someone actually, like, sung. Well, actually, no, I don't think no one sung it.
One game. I don't know
Yeah, that
why.
one- that one- That one's so good. Holy fuck.
Honestly, with Astro Boy now existing, the song is really true. One game.
I think, is that the same guy that did all, like, the Chris Redfield shitposting?
I'm pretty sure it's the same guy who's singing that, yeah.
The One Piece openings was about, like, Chris trying to get Leon, and then the sequel, Ethan, to, like, sleep with Claire to continue the
Yeah.
Redfield line. That is, like, the weirdest, but also the funniest, like, continuous meme in, like, the Resident Evil fandom.
I'm sad that
it's
none of
the fact
the...
that, like, it's the fact that Chris has the option of getting with Jill, but he's like too oblivious for being like, we're just friends, so that he refuses it as an option that he could continue the family line. It has to be Claire.
I'm still not over the fact that Sony is actually doing what they're doing at the moment. Like, did they learn nothing from the PS3?
I mean... Pretty sure they think they can pull off the PS4 again. I keep seeing people, now it probably is because I'm in like a bubble of the specific people that were like, why doesn't fucking Steam go for Steam machines again? Because the Steam Deck is selling. And it keeps selling. So like, with people like, there's a lot of like people that just want to play like whatever is the new stupid indie game. And are waiting for a Switch release or a PlayStation release. And like, if you could just buy a Steam Deck as a home console, you could just play those.
Something something about the video when they announced it that strikes me kinda curious. That is kind of funny in regards to the rest of the video is the fact that when they talked about like on normal PS5, most games have performance and like fidelity modes, and they say that 3/4 of players tend to pick performance mode, and I find that fascinating. Like, if that is true, the fact that like most people are choosing give me frames per second. I couldn't care less about the games looking nicer.
Yeah, and then they just make a
decide...
console that's like, it looks nicer. Like,
I find that hilarious.
It's a case of like the main focus is to be like, like casuals or whatever want it to look as like pretty as possible or whatever. But then people that play multiplayer or anything vaguely competitive, which is like half of games nowadays, it's like you want performance so you can do better in the multiplayer.
I feel like in general, people just don't care about
people
graphics.
think of that. Yeah.
Like if you look at most casual gamers, they buy Nintendo, which isn't known for graphics. And like even those who don't play Nintendo, they play fucking Minecraft
Because you
and
want
Roblox.
8K
Like,
gaming.
You think they give a shit?
Buy a Nintendo for video games. Like sure, it's a glorified Android tablet, but unlike everything else, the Nintendo Switch has video games.
I feel like there's like the executives of big game companies are just completely out of touch.
Yeah.
They don't understand what people want from video games, which is why indie stuff keeps fucking like breaking records, because they get it.
It's almost like people want a fun game and not just graphics.
You see the fucking
It's like
Star
people
Wars
want
Outlaws?
video
Oh my
games.
god. Ah, Star Wars
Like-
Outlaws is so good.
I just keep thinking of the fact of people like making fun of the fact that they go to you go to like a bar or something and get food, and then you have to do a long ass QTE where you're like eating food, and it's like gameplay. It's like, what? And like the game freezes if you don't hit the button, so you're just frozen there waiting for the food to go in their mouth until you hit the button.
I'm sorry. When you describe that, I'm just thinking of like a video clip of like some dude,
Right to hell retribution.
No. I'm thinking like someone making a video edit to a video where someone is just about to say something really offensive, and then the Sonic Unleashed QTE pops up, and they catch themselves before they say it. Like you hear them say something that starts with R, and then the QTE pops up, and they say reject instead of like the R. QTE for like sitting at the bar, like just QTEs for like everything. It's really funny.
That
Sure,
meme
it's
was
like
so
I
nice.
got I Am Your Beast. I think it was like €16 or something. And like I had a blast playing through the story, and I bet the story in like an hour and a half, and I was like, I am happy with this. I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna do all the side content and stuff, like extra challenges, and that'll like bump up the playtime. But like, I just want a memorable, fun experience when I play a game.
I think though, I find it so funny, but also I'm so glad that it's happening this way. That like normal big releases are just getting like people do not give a shit. Like Ubisoft was betting so much on the Star Wars game, and like
And nobody cared.
nobody cared. Their stock tanked. Like they lost so much money. I told you, if it goes this bad, I feel like in a couple months they will be less valuable than Paradox Entertainment.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be amazing. But also, like the new
Like,
iPhone got announced. Who the fuck cares?
Like, and then I think if I remember right, Space Marine's doing extremely well that just came out. But then it's like I played it. It's like just really well made.
That just was
and,
on
like,
purpose. So the CEO could. The CEO already owns most of the company. It's a family business. Ubisoft has always been a family business.
Would he want some more of his stocks?
Why? It's a dying company. They're looking for a buyer and no one wants it. Ubisoft has been for sale for months.
To be fair, it's reminding me slightly of how I was having a conversation the other day about Hogwarts Legacy and how I'm like, I never want to buy it because I don't want to give money to like J.K. Rowling because she's gonna use it for like the the usual anti-trans stuff. And then the person I was talking to was just like, "Oh no, she doesn't get any money from it." And it's like, "What are you talking about? She gets royalties. She's like for Harry Potter IP." It's like, no, it's like because of all that offensive stuff she said online. There's no way she'd be allowed to actually get royalties. They'd obviously have to like stop that. And it's like,
No.
that's not how royalties work, my guy. And then it's like, no, like it's like if they stopped giving her royalties, even for that reason, they would no longer be able to make the game or sell it.
there is a license
Like,
agreement.
yeah,
They didn't just make this game without get permission. getting a license. This isn't like someone making a fan game.
Well, they were saying something like because like J.K. Rowling was saying all the offensive stuff on like Twitter and like the anti-trans stuff. It's like, oh, then she broke her like agreement for royalties or something.
Well,
and then
why?
it's like that's not how that works.
Yeah, like,
So then they were shocked to discover that J.K. Rowling in fact did make a lot of money off of Hogwarts Legacy because everyone bought it because everyone wants to play Hogwarts.
but did you see the Quidditch game?
I saw it on Steam. I haven't really looked into it because Harry Potter.
So when you open it, it asks you what's your age, and you can choose less than 10. Then they have many numbers for every version from 1 to like 21 and then more than 21. Like somehow they expect most players to be under the age of 20. For a Harry Potter game that's $30? What? Of course, most people who play it are just fucking millennials.
Yeah, like I thought you were gonna say something like, "Oh, you can if you depending on what age you put in, it's like the characters will be younger or older or something to match."
No,
age,
it's just statistics, I think.
Oh,
Like it was like there's no fucking kid that's like 10 and going like, I want the new Hogwarts game. I wanna pay 30 euros for Rocket League, but bad. Like, come on.
I remember the PS2 Quidditch game being fun. I remember playing that a lot.
That was okay. The only reason the Quidditch PS2 game worked is because it's not multiplayer. Because Quidditch doesn't work as a sport.
True, so true.
They did change it, by the way. In the Quidditch game, there's a time limit, which is incredible. Quidditch doesn't have a time limit. And if you take the snitch, you only get like 30 points. You don't get like the full like,
I thought
infinite.
that's how it worked in like the PS2 one, right? You just get a lot of points. It's not like a guaranteed win.
It's basically a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
Like, you have to work really hard to get more points than what the snitch gives you. Because, I mean, that's the fucking
points
point.
that are definitely being said.
What?
I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
Do you know Quidditch, the sports in Harry Potter?
No.
So
I know
it's a
literally
whole-
nothing about Harry Potter.
Cool, it's like...
And I don't want to.
No, you have to understand how bad it is, because Harry Potter fans are ludicrous sometimes. So this is a sport where there's two teams that they try to get balls into the opponent's like net, kinda, but they're not net, they're like circles. And there's like a whole complex rules about the roles of each players and what they do and how you score points and whatnot. But then there's also the special rule, which is what Harry Potter has, of course, which is you have to catch the snitch, which is a completely like side quest not related to the rest of the game. It is completely separate. And if you catch the snitch, the game immediately hands so the like little balls that's like fleeing around, and each team has like one seeker which has to catch the stupid snitch. Whoever catches it makes a fuckload of points and ends the game. The game does not end until the snitch is caught.
So what you're saying is there's essentially two games happening on the same court.
And the
There's
one played by
essentially
most people
one
is
game
completely
happening,
meaningless.
and then there's a bunch of other people in the back doing like their own thing.
Like, imagine if there's soccer. Imagine there's like a soccer game, and then two players of each team are doing their own like chess match, and whoever wins the chess match wins the match, and everything else doesn't matter at all.
I hate that I find this really funny but stupid.
I think what would be more accurate is if it was like two of the soccer players were chasing a bunny around, and whoever caught the bunny would win the game.
Yeah, it's like, what's
Like
the
it's like
fucking
chasing
point?
an animal, and then whoever catches the animal wins the game, and the actual soccer match is like completely waste of time.
And I love that, like, in the Harry Potter lore, instead of like realizing that this is like clearly not a well-designed game, she doubles down and goes like, oh, actually, there's like a match that lasted 3 months because no one could catch the fucking snitch. Because the game doesn't end until you catch the snitch.
I mean, this is coming from J.K. Rowling, who had the lore drop on Twitter of wizards used to shit themselves.
Oh my god.
Canonically, wizards used to shit themselves.
But yeah, so how the
They
PS2
just
game
magic
works
it away.
is you only play as the first part, and then depending on how you place on the normal game with, you know, just kind of like fantasy soccer, you then get a lead or not when trying to catch the snitch. Like, they had to fix the sport to make it playable because it would not work as a video game otherwise. And now they fixed it on a multiplayer game with the new Quidditch game. I thought they literally just tried to fix the rules by making the niche not that worthy. But it's still a kind of shitty sport. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Like, again, if you
I
want
mean,
to
it's,
play
like,
that, just
it's
play
weird
Rocket
the
League.
stuff that J.K. could get away with her writing, and then people, and like, I don't know.
It's
It's
nice, like other fantasy media are actually like properly well crafted stuff.
I think like Harry Potter is the only like series I'm aware of that has slavery in it, and then you're constantly told how slavery's okay because they like being slaves, and we shouldn't try and like make them not be slaves.
I feel I know you're gonna tell me that it's not your fault, but this is the third stream in a row that you bring slaves. Do you have something to say?
Wait, what?
This is the third stream in a row where you bring slaves being okay with being slaves.
Has it been? I
Yeah.
only mentioned it if we're talking about Harry Potter, I thought.
No, you also said about how it's like a trend in anime. About
Okay,
slave love
no, the
industry.
trend in anime isn't that being a slave is okay. It's that it's like, okay, I've released you from slavery, and then the slave goes, no, I want to still be your slave as a sign of my love for
I mean,
you.
that's
And I'm like,
kind
what?
of the same, though.
I guess, but like with Harry Potter, it's more so here's a race that are all slaves, and if you make them not a slave, you're a piece of shit because they love being slaves, so you're taking away the only thing they love. Apart from Dobby, who was okay with not being a slave because he had a bad slave master. If Harry was a slave master, it would have been fine. Because Harry has a slave. And he loves being Harry's slave. In the books, like apparently as like a slave, like a,
I hate
and it's just like
this
what
part of the map.
fuck. And then Hermione's like running gag in the books is how she's anti-slavery, and then everyone makes fun of her for it. It's like, what the fuck?
I saw that interview.
Yeah, I went too fast.
Uh-oh. Someone get close to me. I
Ow.
told you.
Well, you didn't hurt me, you just nudged me a little bit. Damn it, I missed.
Damn it. I missed. No!
Oh dear. Mistakes made.
My time is
Anyway.
out. I think like one of my something I like that came out of Harry Potter was basically just like I think it's like Nashville. It's like an anime where it's like a wizard school that is literally ripping off Hogwarts so fucking hard, but just taking the absolute piss out of it. Mostly by having the main character be unable to use any magic, but he just uses brute force and muscles to just like cheat his way through school.
I don't know, I just like the Little Witch Academia. But honestly, it's because...
Yeah, Little Witch is good. I need to watch the actual series. I keep forgetting to get
Oh,
around
it's
to
the
it.
same. I only watched the OVAs.
I actually do remember I have watched one of the films, but not really. I watched the edit where all the weapons, all the magic is guns.
Oh my god.
that is legitimately my only
That wasn't
exposure
the
to
whole
Harry
movie,
Potter.
was it? Or was it?
It was the whole movie.
Oh
Hey,
my
that counts
god.
then.
And this
I know,
there was some silly stuff like some kid just being shot in the head and then just being dead for the rest of the movie.
I'm glad we're still getting shovelware in this day and age. I mean, my point with the stuff was like even the new iPhone people just don't give a shit, and that's amazing. I'm so glad that people are not talking about the new iPhones.
I mean, there is anything to talk about. I mean, what is there to talk about? Oh, we added a button. What do you want me to say?
I love how they said like, oh, we upgraded, we made the iPhone 16 jump leap and got the new CPU, so now it can do AI, except it's not available in UI, but it will do AI. And then we have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which has a better CPU that will do AI 35% faster, but there's still no AI. Okay.
I mean, it could do it. I mean, it doesn't, but it could.
to be fair, Cass, just reading what you said there, I have kind of done it to myself because I'm just like, I'm going to throw on some random fantasy stuff to watch in the background, and it always ends up involving slavery in one way or
You
the
should
other.
just watch you outside. It's easy.
It's some, for some reason, slavery is just a massive trope. Just how things are, I guess.
Shite.
God, yeah, I think I even talked about Chadiversity's book, and that also had, like, slavery or other messed up stuff in it. It's like... too much fantasy stuff just has, like, a bunch of weird stuff like that. I need to find, like, better fantasy stuff. I did find out that there's a manga called, I think it's, like, Knuckle Duster. And the premise is like extremely cool sounding, but then apparently the execution's very lackluster, and it's not actually really about the premise, which is very unfortunate. Which is Knuckle Duster is like about a black guy in like the 1920s, I think, and he's basically going around fighting the KKK, which are actually man-eating demons. And they're using slavery as a way to like to basically eat black people as a people won't know they're flesh-eating demons if they just make it about racism. So he's going around like Guts and Berserk killing all of the KKK that are demons, and then I'm like, okay, that sounds like it could be really cool. But then apparently it's like it's barely about that, and then it's kind of like lackluster, and then it like didn't go on that long, so it has a rushed ending, and it's like, oh, okay.
I mean, if we're going to do this, be like mentioning this every time they're on stream, I might as well do mine. Something Xenoblade. Actually, I can bring up slavery with Xenoblade. Believe it or not.
To be fair, now all I'm thinking of, because I mentioned that like that anime or manga that involves racism, now all I can think about is like I was part of a discussion about Ruby that was about racism and its terrible betrayal, and I'm like, I gotta refrain from reinitiating that conversation going on for half an hour about Ruby. Oh God.
Sorry for the bullying, but do you have any fascination in when I mentioned I could bring up Xenoblade in relation to slavery?
I know barely anything about Xenoblade, so
You stole my perfect lap bonus, Festive.
It's
That's 5 out of 6.
that's whatever, dude. I'm talking about Xenoblade slavery.
Damn it.
So, in specifically the second game, there are I don't know if I would there is a race of creatures of people called blades, which
Oh god.
well, that's what's relevant to this conversation, Cass. Don't be like that. Listen, I also dislike Xenoblade 2, kinda, sorta. I have very strong mixed feelings about it. Anyway, there's a race in Xenoblade 2 called Blades, which basically take the form of these crystals, which, when certain people interact with them, they form into living beings who get affected by the original person's personality and are attached to the main person's like vitality. The blades themselves are like more or less indestructible, but if the person who summoned them dies, they go back into their crystal and forgets anything. Basically death and basically being dead. But like, it's not. It doesn't. The game doesn't go into it that much, only a tiny bit, but they do mention the idea of people using blades as like slaves and being treated like, you know, as nothing but humans, as subhuman. And
God.
in one case, mentioned the idea of blade trafficking. And it's like, bro, what the hell? This is messed up.
Well then.
Like, I mentioned like a specific thing where they talk about, where they mention the idea of like blade trafficking, like where they specifically mention like some of the blades looking very human, and some people would pay a lot of money for a blade like that.
And Respawn really brought me from
lining
first to
the
last.
crystals up with pictures of what they look like. Honestly, when the cutscene when they talk about that first was like, oh my god. Like, I was not ready for that. Alright, that's
I had
my...
a similar thing when I was watching an anime, but also I'm like, I don't want to start on that tangent again.
As if we aren't already on a tangent.
Well, yeah, but like going back to the.
I'm back on my Xenoblade tangent.
Anime slavery discussion. I gotta cut back on it. I watch too many fantasy anime, and apparently 90% of fantasy anime involves slavery in some way, shape, or form. I think it's literally because I can only assume it's because Shield Hero did really well, and then everybody is like, I want to get in on that popularity. What was the main character dynamic? Oh, he bought a slave girl. Okay, that's gonna be the new standard.
I love how we all crashed each other and all rings down, all of them. All of us.
Oh, I never turned off Spotify. Whoops.
I don't know. Apologies for bringing up Xenoblade all the time. It takes a weird amount of my brain.
It's called a hyperfixation, my guy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Just like even when it comes to like game opinions, normally I don't like making definitive statements about what like games I like being like better and all that.
You really gotta watch, but I keep telling him to.
Xenoblade is the only same series where I'm like, yeah, this is just actually my favorite RPG. Like, fair. No other game in any other genre, I'm like, this is my favorite type of game. It's like, no, Xenoblade's the only one where I was like, nah, this is the best RPG for me. I don't know why I feel so strongly about Xenoblade.
Cause you like it?
Well, yeah, but I like a lot of things.
Why is that person tiny?
That's why is that person I do not understand
tiny?
I don't know, why aren't you tiny?
Why is H super tiny? They don't have a shrink thing happening. Why are they shrunken?
They were in the wash.
Is there a secret like Tails character that's just Tails but super
I
tiny?
don't think so. I think it must be a bug.
Oh my god, okay. But
There is a big head mode, but I'm pretty sure that's not netplay allowed. Must
Yeah.
like other cheats. And also, it will only work for 3D models. I guess, of course.
yeah. But yeah, there's a few anime I plan on watching that are actually probably good. It's just see, usually I'm not really like it's usually I just want to throw something on in the background, and that's why I just throw on a Crunchyroll anime, and then I'm like, you know, majority of the time it's not good.
I don't watch enough stuff. I barely watch anything.
Hey,
But I remember really liking Shield Hero when I read the manga, but at the same time, I'm like, will I even want to watch it? Because, like, I don't know.
Thanks to Sentai, my backlog is infinite, but it's not like I'm doing anything to clear it.
I know I have to watch Gantz at some stage.
How easy? No one even tried to stop me.
Because my brother keeps like recommending it to me, and I like keep saying I'll watch it, and I think it's been like years now. And now it's like it's on Crunchyroll, so it's not like it'd be hard to get to. So I think it's just like currently I'm in a very fantasy mood, and that's kind of more sci-fi.
So you could watch Psychopus. Why is that cyberpunk not sci-fi?
Oh yeah, but I said I was in a fantasy mood. Cyberpunk is more sci-fi than fantasy.
You said sci-fi.
No, I said I'm in a fantasy mood and not sci-fi.
Okay, your fantasy mood can pick that egg again, right?
Wait, what? I did read the entirety of that manga that Sentai sent me, though. It was very good.
I got linked a picture that I thought was a meme, and then I found out it's like a whole manga thingy. Whole brain rot girlfriend. And it... Oh my god. Ah!
Wait, that's like... Now, is that a manga, or is that the other kind of manga?
It's not porn.
Okay.
And I don't think anyone could get off to that. It's a guy, and he has a brain rot girlfriend that talks like, oh, skibidi no cap, W in chat.
Alright, that's it. I'm turning this car around. I'm not participating in this race anymore.
I've seen
What?
things on X that would go against what you said, Ash.
What? Oh.
There was like a brain rot thing that was like censored, and it was like, oh god. That's why I'm like, is that like what started that weird trend I just keep seeing on X?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not on X. This was on like Manga X.
Yeah. You see, it's the problem of like the thing about X is I don't use it that much because it's a case of I'd only use it to follow artists or whatever. But then the recommendations have changed, so they give you even more recommendations now, or like they put them in your feed. But then for some reason, if you follow artists, it just inevitably just starts showing you smut.
I mean, part of me thinks they're just running out of content. They just ban all the Brazilians.
Well,
Like,
well, the Brazilian government banned them.
yeah, okay,
but yeah. But we can blame Elon for this as well, because we love billionaire punching bags. Fuck
like the
'em.
thing is that, like, it's not like other countries don't also have delete requests, and they comply. And if a platform really cares, what they do, like Google, is they geo-lock content. They say this content is not available in your country. Google is actually really funny because they publish all the requests they receive from government. So for example, I could watch a request from the Italian government to remove videos, and like for example, the Canadian government asked for a video to be blocked because someone was pissing on a Canadian passport, and they were like, well, it doesn't break terms of service, and we're only gonna block it in Canada, but the video stays.
Well then.
But I think I'm wondering, does Elon even have the capability to geo-block at this point? Because like, how many people are even left at Twitter at this point?
Yeah, I remember when he like fired a majority of the Twitter staff, and then like I kept saying that seems like a really dumb idea.
He fired the majority of the Twitter staff, and then decided to not pay rent for the offices, so they just got evicted. So they don't even have offices anymore. They integrated the offices with another company of Elon.
God, but then it's like, but I remember being told specifically that like, nah, Elon, it's like that's a genius move to like fire a majority of his staff, and it's like, what do you mean?
Okay, to be
it's
fair,
like, oh,
Twitter
they were all
was
definitely lazy.
Twitter had too many people.
Yeah.
Like that is no discussion. But the way he did it, he somehow managed to take a job, like he somehow managed to make the most like reasonable layoff into the most unreasonable layoff, and he got sued and he lost because Twitter had like stuff in Ireland, and you cannot just fire people randomly with European laws. So this guy, so there's some people in Ireland who sued Twitter and they won, and they have to give them like a lot of money now. So like, you know, you gotta love American companies thinking they know everything.
Sure, it was kind of like, isn't that like part of the thing with what do you call it, Pirate Software, where he was saying how like it's like the Stop Killing Video Games initiative is like such a terrible thing for the industry. And he started saying all this stuff that like that's not how like European law works, so like that's not how the changes would go into effect. It was like stuff like developers would have to go back and make every game function. That's so unreasonable. It's like, no, it's every, like when it goes into effect, every game after would be required to, and you'd have like years notice.
But also like in general, like if you're like asking for a product to be functional after the sale, it's like it doesn't have to be exactly the same.
Yeah, he went into a rant about how it being like, oh yeah, but that will just encourage hackers to destroy games. Because if they hack the game, break the servers enough that like nobody plays it, and then they like shut down the servers, the hackers could then start their own server and charge for it.
Yeah, and get immediately sued into oblivion.
Yeah,
like,
and then also it's like, why would you even want like games to be saved? Because it's like, and he's like talking about purely like, it's like not all like live service games are like multiplayer focused. Like some are basically single player experiences, but you have
the reason this whole thing started was because a game that you could play single player, like.
Yeah.
That you could play single player, it was shut down, and you can't even play it, even though it has a functional single player mode.
Ubisoft
That's the main thing.
Did you see the Ubisoft news? They're gonna make The Crew 2 work offline. So like, man, such a destroying thing for the industry, huh? Yeah. Apparently, Ubisoft can just do it if they want.
Yeah, it's almost like.
almost like the whole
It's
thing is like as stupid.
Like, I think, to be fair, I think Thor said, like, Pirate Software, he was saying that, like, you know, a game has to have that with intent when they start developing it or something, so if the game never intends to have it, it could be difficult to implement or something.
nah, stupid. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, it's like, or like, it's like the
Especially-
only way to make that work is you have to give out the source code. You can't give out the source code of the game, or...
No, they don't have to give it out the third code.
Like in the case of like something that has single player components, all it is like a single check if there's a connection to a server. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you just have to say don't check it at all.
That is definitely like a thing that, like, yeah, definitely with the crew. It should
Something
just be
like
a-
that
a
seems
box
like
glitch.
piss easy to do.
But
Yeah, I feel like
I don't think I've seen anyone agree with anything Thor said, to be fair. But then Thor was going for the angle of, like, I'm coming from the perspective of the developers. It's like, okay.
so ridiculously
I
stupid.
don't even think I saw any developers siding with them. Sure, like, if you look at, like, Forever Winter, their early access trailer was literally them saying how it's like, all games should be always able to be played. So we're gonna make our game have peer-to-peer as an option. So even when the
Right,
server
but
shut
like-
down, you can still play with your friends. And then even like cited examples of being like, we loved Battlefield 3 to death, and we were devastated when the servers went down and we're not allowed to play one of our favorite games again, like multiplayer.
Yeah, and the
So
big
it's
thing is
like-
they paid for the game, and then it just got pulled from them.
Yeah,
And like in
but you can
many
still play the
cases,
single player, I guess. But
yeah, but in some games you cannot do that.
yeah.
And like even
Well,
if
like
it-
Ross started the initiative because like there was like a dozen games. Like he did a game dungeon where he reviewed, like talked about a game and like reviewed it and stuff. But it was one you could not play anymore, and it was footage that he like recorded like years ago, back when the game was still out. So like he literally started a video like being like, "You cannot play this game I'm about to review because it is gone forever because the servers went down." And it was like a single player game. Like it's actual like insanity in some cases. But yeah, I guess like big studios must be seeing the initiative and going like, okay, we need to like start prepping for this because it might actually go through, and are like, Ubisoft, it's like, we'll add it offline mode.
Just
I
make
feel
the
like
game
Ubisoft is
not
just doing
check
it
for
because they're
online
desperate, though.
verification.
okay, but
Yeah.
Ubisoft is clearly desperate because that company is not gonna last. I feel like Ubisoft, if
are
they
in such a
continue
bad
like
position,
this,
just saying they'll do that will get them. Like, are they actually going to do it? Because they could say it, and then when the game comes out, it might not even have offline. They just say it for some easy brownie points, and then just not actually go through with it. I guess it depends if the company recovers enough.
I mean, as far as I know, they were betting a lot on the Star Wars games and the new Assassin's Creed, and we'll see, I guess. In 2 months, whenever the new Assassin's Creed comes out.
Honestly, stuff like this is stuff that I only hear like a very little about and stuff, mainly due to my taste in games. Like
Yeah.
so much of stuff that I play
Well, the thing is, a lot
does
of people
not
just
require.
you're saying it as if it's not normal to not like Ubisoft thing, but it's becoming the normality.
No,
Like,
no. I'm not talking about Ubisoft. I'm talking about the general like issue
service.
of yeah, stuff like that. It's not something I personally hear too much of unless it's like from another person or it's like something
Like
else.
the only
'Cause-
benefit of a game needing to always be online in reality for the developers is it lets them like squeeze as much money as they can from the player base, which is why like, you know, there's so many live service games, because it's like, we can't let you play it offline because then you won't give us money so you can get all the good items, because you'd have to have a way of being able to get them without like
or you could mod them.
paying money. Or yeah, you could mod them and just get all the stuff for free. Instead of spending literal thousands to get every item.
No, I mean, I get it. It's just... I don't know. I also don't play those games.
Yeah,
The
I
only live
play,
service
like,
game I play is
one live
Ring
service.
Racer, and I get all the maps for free, so...
The only
Is this even live service? This...
I
the
mean...
only the only online game that I play that's not like a fan game that I played a lot, at least used to, is like TF2, and that had a whole other problem that has nothing to do with this, which is more just people being so spiteful that they just screw it, you don't get to play anymore. We're gonna put
like
sniper bots on every.
just, like,
No,
ban
just
people.
like just the public matchmaking on like the normal Valve servers, so, like for like years were like unplayable due to sniper bots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which and that has and that's more of an issue with Valve not willing to put work into that, even though it's still a game that makes them money.
Yeah.
But that's a wholly unique issue that Valve has due to the nature of.
I mean, the amount of money they make off of Dota probably dwarfs anything they make from Team Fortress.
No, CSGO probably makes more money.
It's still money. There's still like every summer and Halloween selling new items made by the community, but still selling them and earning money.
I mean, like, what is it? The international for like Dota, like. That's like just like I think like money that's like was people buying like the Dota season passes. Like part of that money went into it.
Yeah.
So like the more people that buy the season passes, the more like the higher the like international reward money is, and it's like in the millions or something.
Like the reason why people had like some of the reason why people had an issue with the TF2 situation was less that they're still making money from it. It's the fact that, you know, sure you can say like, oh, it's an old game, like why care? They're still, you know, they still push out updates to add community-made items which they make money off of.
Yeah.
Instead of like fixing an active issue. Like it would be different if they just didn't support the game at all.
If I remember right, did they actually announce the final issue of the Manco comic?
They're working on it, apparently. According to one of the artists, I believe, or one of the writers. I don't quite remember.
Yeah, it's like, what has it been, like 10 years since the last issue came out, and they had one issue left, and it's like... right before the conclusion, it's like, completely forgot to finish it in classic Valve fashion.
Yeah. At the moment, from what I know, at the moment, it's it isn't an issue anymore, at least for now.
Yeah. I think it's a problem with like Valve's like methodology of like they only work on things they want to work on.
And also, I believe they have stuff like they don't like doing treadmill work, quote unquote. You know, the whole thing of like the anti-cheat prevention and like dealing with hackers. It's a cat and mouse game, you know.
Yeah.
And they said before that they don't want to do that work.
Yeah, Valve has a very unique office kind of mentality.
Yeah.
To be fair, I prefer they have that mentality than they have like Blizzard's mentality.
Yeah.
It does mean, though, that you have instances where apparently it was reported that, like, Left 4 Dead 3 was, like, 90% complete, and then they scrapped it because they couldn't decide to stay on the Source engine or move it over to Unreal.
Source 2? Oh.
No, I think it was on, like... Oh, yeah, it was like they were debating on whether to move it to Source 2 or Unreal, and because they couldn't decide, they just scrapped the entire game when it was almost complete. Yeah. And now they're finally working on a new game and have officially revealed it and stuff, and it's just like Dota, but third-person shooter.
Thing
I
is,
am kind of.
hear that
It
it's
is.
good.
It kind of slaps though, to be fair, and like
Yeah, that's
it
the
might be a
thing, I
MOBA
hear
I'd
that's good.
play.
I have been meaning to at least have a look at it, even though I
Yeah.
normally despise the genre of MOBA.
Yeah, it's I feel like I'd either love it or hate it, but like the aesthetic. Oh, I'm so hooked on that aesthetic. It's like 1940s like mobster era, but like it's like a heavy magic setting. So you just have like a character that's totally not Hellboy, that's like a detective who's like a demon and has like a giant revolver. Or you have like a gangster that like shoots fire out of their like finger guns. So you just have like a lot of interesting like character designs, and like it's just a very nice like the world and like setting just seems like it could be like very interesting.
This is not a Valve game, but it is a Source 2 game. Something I've been like very curious about. It has been Sandbox.
Oh yeah.
Because I believe at the moment they changed it back to where all you need to do is request access on their site and you just get it.
Fair enough.
I mean, I
why-
had like 2,000 invites, so anyone wanted it.
And then
Yeah,
we
but
played it like I think once or twice. And that's it.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I
Yeah.
didn't really care that much.
I think it's due to the fact I find it interesting because, you know, it's not trying to be a game. The closest thing I can compare it to,
I don't think it will hit.
the closest thing I can compare it to, and it's not like an insult per se. It's just funny to say. It's closer to Roblox more than anything.
Yeah, but the problem is it's not. I don't like it because they're trying to be. So Gary's mod and all that kind of stuff used to work because it was hard to make games. You didn't have access to engines and whatnot. But now, if you want to make a full game, you just use Unity or Godot or Unreal or whatever. And if you want to do a social experience, then you use VRChat or Roblox or whatever. I don't think Sandbox has a place. I don't think there is a middle ground that they can go in. Because their selling point has been you get some stuff, like they deal with the networking and stuff, but like doing like there's so many bad indie games that have a half like semi-functioning networking. Like it's not that hard to make.
NFC, what are you on about?
No, there's no NFT.
Cass. Just Cass asking.
But like the thing is, it's not Roblox enough where you keep your like customization and whatnot. And it's not game engine enough because you still depend on Sandbox, like having Sandbox to be able to play the content within Sandbox. It just hits to me that they try to be a more mature Garry's Mod, but I don't think there's a space for a game like Garry's Mod anymore.
I said Roblox not because of the customization. I said it just because of this idea of like this
It
specific
being, like,
engine
a
with like a bunch
semi-game
of games that you
engine.
can browse and just join into.
Yeah, but I feel like that. I don't know. I don't think they can become Roblox. Like,
And I'm not like saying it because I think they can be as big as Roblox. I just think
but I think
like
that's
it's
what
the
they're
closest
trying
analog
to be.
I have to compare it to anything.
No, but I get it and I
God,
agree.
I love
but
how
I think
my
they're gonna
Roblox
fail.
account of like 20 years is lost to the ether now.
I think Gary is too much smoking his own fucking fart. And he thinks he's still all shit when he isn't.
I mean, I think people still make like animations with Garry's Mod, which I find surprising because you would have thought everyone would have just moved to Source Filmmaker, but
I
still
mean,
maintains that like animator, I guess like cult market. I don't know.
there is something you get out of animating in Gary's mod that does not. There is a certain quality to it that's harder to attain with like proper animation software.
Well, yeah, it's like the kind of like the puppety almost like stop
Yeah.
motion.
Even like when it's like super polished Gary's mod animation, there's still something there that you can feel subconsciously, unless you're like not familiar with Gary's mod and Source Filmmaker enough to like be able to see it.
Yeah.
Because I have seen stuff where people like think it's Source Filmmaker or like have a hard time believing that's the case. And I look at it as like, nah, I see it. This is just a lot of effort.
My friends have joked about making a Roblox game because of the success of recent games like Dress to Impress. Yeah, I was like shocked
You
that
know how
apparently
little money
like...
you get from Roblox, by the way?
Oh
It's like-
yeah, it's like
It's piss poor
insanely,
amounts of
like-
money.
Like, you
Yeah.
know how everyone complains on like the Apple Store that Apple takes 30%? On Roblox, you get 30%. They get the rest.
yeah, because they're mostly taking advantage of like kids in a sense.
Yep.
And it's like
Yeah. And, like, it's... it's still crazy to me that people make games on Roblox for profit. Cass, what are you on about? No. What are you thinking of? Maybe I should clarify. Sandbox, what we're talking about, is sandbox spelt with the like the
Yeah.
the and
Like this.
like yes, not sandbox, and box, like S and box.
There's absolutely no NFT. I mean, fucking Gary, come on.
If Gary smelled
That's a
NFTs, he
stupid
would kill a
name.
man.
I agree. But it is the name. The name. It's such a stupid name because it just doesn't work internationally. People don't like. We don't call it that end in Italian.
yeah, it's like yeah.
Bloody
Oh
hell!
my God. Jesus. That did not go well for me.
Enfield, do you mind driving properly?
I don't even know how I pulled that off.
S ampersand box, man. Yeah, no, it is the stupidest name, and I have doubts it will actually get anywhere. You still need to like learn C# and whatnot. So like, I feel like at the point where you know how to do that stuff, you're just gonna use Unity. Or, you know, wink wink, Godot. Join the fight.
At this
need
point,
to
I
actually
just
get off.
pretend
I-
that. At this point, I just pretend Unity doesn't exist unless I have to mention its existence.
That's me with weird chat.
Fair.
I need to get around to actually. It's like so many things I want to work on, but it's like I need to actually work on one and finish it instead of just like being like, man, I wish I was doing this. I wish I was doing that. It's just commit brain. Just commit to any
I
of them.
was looking around at my, because I have 2 game ideas, right? And one of them is like the card game. And
Yeah.
I managed to figure out an idea in which I could sneak Final Fantasy 15 Party Boys into the card game. So I might do the card game.
Fair. Just to put it out there, the devs for that game make $264,000 a month, with a huge ass percentage that Roblox took from them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're really getting screwed. Like, they're making so much that they could definitely live on, but like, how long is that gonna last? Seeing it's kind of like a flash in the pan type thing, probably. You seem just a bit quiet in comparison to the game. Did I move away from? Oh, maybe I accidentally twisted the knob a bit.
It's actually permanently tiny. That's amazing.
Where is that thing? Oh yeah, it's definitely quieter. I need to turn it up more. There we go. Wait. Wait, that's on max, and I'm not even peaking. Is my mic just slowly getting quieter and quieter over time? What the hell?
That's amazing.
Do I have to buy a new microphone? That's concerning.
I mean, it feels like you're peaking to me, honestly.
It's not saying I'm peaking on the...
No, but you sound like you're peaking a bit.
Okay, I turned it down a bit.
That's fine.
But...
So remember, Discord has auto gain control, so it will always boost your mic until you're loud enough. But you on stream will not, so...
Well, I wasn't saying I was peaking on stream, so... It's saying I'm, like, going to the red, but I'm not, like, hitting the... Oh, actually, I do have a thing on that, like, prevents that, I think, so that's probably what's happening.
I feel like a limiter or a compressor.
Yeah, I think both, even. I just remember following like a half-an-hour YouTube tutorial and setting up a microphone, and I'm just like, I don't understand any of this, but hey, it's working, so I'll just leave it.
No. Cassie's first, insane. You can do it, Cass, I believe. I'm such a gamer mop too.
To be fair, I think my problem is that I'm like a pure, almost like, what word would you use to describe it? Like I'm very bad, like, technically, but then, like, I'm very good creatively, I guess it would be. Or at least I like to imagine so, because I don't know, it's like anything that's, like, gets technical, like audio, or, like, I just really struggle with.
You just haven't spent enough time on it.
I did, like, multiple audio courses, and I feel like I don't even understand the basics. Like, in college.
Kind of audio courses.
Well, like, modules, so, like, we had, like, a sound expert, like, teaching us how to, like, do audio and, like, edit together stuff and, like, Reaper, and, like, even went into, like, a recording booth with, like, all the proper setup, like, professionally.
Okay. So you know the difference between a limiter and a compressor?
No.
Did they teach you in class?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, then you weren't listening.
Well, I was listening. It's just like I just can't remember any of it because my brain just could not comprehend. I like, you know. It's kind of a case of, like, for example, it's like essay writing. I've had to do that the entire time through school. I literally, like, struggle so badly with essay writing. That it literally affects the rest of my work negatively, in the sense that I start falling behind because I'm struggling too much to write an essay that I can't actually work on the things I'm good at. So, like, in college, when COVID hit, there was, like, a week or two where, like, the guy we had to write our dissertations for wasn't looking for any updates. I got more work done in that 1 week on my short film than the rest of the time we had, because I didn't have to worry about the fucking dissertation. Like, it would slow me down that much that I wouldn't be able to work on my... I didn't finish my short film because I had to also do the dissertation at the same time. Like, it fucked me up so bad. Like, if it was an option to just, like, do the dissertation, like fucking later, I would probably have been fine, but, like, no, you have to do both, because...
Damn it.
Because, like, part of me is like, I should probably maybe try and do another college course, but then I'm like, I'm gonna have to do essay writing, and I just can't.
I'll be honest,
deal with
I am
essay
a
writing.
firm believer that it's not that people cannot learn something, it's that they're presented it badly or they don't care. Case in point, at university, I had linear algebra. Sorry, not linear, yeah, linear algebra. I could not understand any of it. Not zero. Inverting matrices, like transposing, like what the fuck is this shit? Like, and then on my own, like literally within months of doing those courses and getting an awful grade and not being able to understand, I started making a rendering engine from scratch for learning how it works. And guess what? Guess what rendering engines are made of? Fuck ton of linear algebra, and I basically learned all the concepts, and it clicked immediately with me. Because the way I learn things is by using them, not by reading them in the textbooks. If I read something in the textbooks, I'm like, okay, I understand ABC. I will forget it tomorrow because I have no clue what it actually means. If I get to use it anywhere, it immediately clicks with me because I have like a practical application. And that's why uni just didn't work for me. Because uni is just
I think I'm similar, but then it's a case of like half the time in like college it was like here's what you have to do, and it's like just watch a video of like a lecture or something for like that was our programming class.
Man, I was the
we
same with
literally
programming,
had like a lecturer not be allowed to teach us, and instead had to have another lecturer's video play of them telling us what to do. And I'm like, what? How did this happen?
Like,
why is this happening?
As a teen, I tried to get into object-oriented languages, and I could not understand it. I was like, what do you mean objects abstraction? What the fuck is this thing? And then I started trying to make a game in XNA, which is Microsoft library for doing games with C#. So like Celeste is made in, for example. And I had to learn object-oriented programming because that's what it is. And it just immediately clicked with me. Like,
to be fair,
I feel like that's the same with like people who say that they don't understand math or whatnot.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's like I kind of like I could figure it out if it was taught like the right way, but it's kind of like I don't know, the way I learn's very weird because of all my learning differences. So it's like I'm a very edge case where it could be like years after the fact it clicks because I just see like a very specific new perspective or like a different thought process that lets me understand it.
By the way, Fentai, that's basically it.
But like with the essay writing, I think I'm just screwed on that because it's just like the way my brain works does not go well with what lecturers want you to write.
That's fair, but like I say like more generally about topics like I don't understand audio. I feel like
yeah. Like I'd be willing to try if I did a course in it. It's just if I actually have to write about it, I'd want to die.
I feel like that's very personal because I do know people who can only learn things by the book. They cannot learn by experience, which it's completely alien to me. I do not understand those people.
Like, I do remember though when it came to programming, it was like a case of like, it was more optimal for me to skip class, go onto my laptop when the class started, and then open up the work file that like the lecturer uploads for us to do during class, and then just do it at home in 10 minutes. And then just submit it and be done for like the 3-hour class. Like that's how easy it was. But then the lecture would make it take 3 hours, and like
I remember now.
we
when I
literally
got to
had
uni, like, my
what do you call?
my programming teacher spent like a full lesson, 3 hours, teaching the concept of a variable. And I was like, I
Yeah.
do not understand. In any online guide, this is like a simple page. It's a single
Yeah,
page.
it's
Like
I mean, I had 2 modules, I think it was, learning Adobe Illustrator. We learned how to use the pen tool.
oh god, seriously?
Yeah,
That's insane.
because it was like literally just like use the pen tool to trace an image of yourself. Use the pen tool to trace yourself in a different way. And it was just like that for 2 modules. Like, oh my god.
I won't let the lag stop me, even though it's lagging.
I thought I hated Adobe Illustrator. I thought it was dog shit and there was no reason to ever use it due to that class. And then I had to use it for a job, and after like a day it clicked with me and I went, this shit's amazing. What the fuck? I've been
Gentlemen,
sleeping
tell
on
you anything I
Adobe
learned in
Illustrator.
college, man. I keep trying to tell people that I don't know how it works in other countries, but here in Italy we have university. It is generally expected that after high school you go to university and get like a degree, at least a 3-year degree.
Yeah.
And I keep telling people, if you're gonna go to learn to program, skip university. It is literally a waste of years of life to get a degree in information technology. It's
To be fair,
It's
it's like
not bad.
with the game dev classes, it's like I learned more teaching myself than I ever did in the classes. So I actually hated the programming classes because I just wanted to get home and do it myself faster and like easier than like the way they tried to teach it.
I know
To be
variables
fair, a
from
lot
dollar
of it was
lines
just
for my
following
X
video
index.
tutorials, but then I like would like alter and tweak it and like figure out how to make it do different things myself and all
Damn it,
that.
I keep forgetting the light character charge immediately.
Like I was apparently so impressive with programming for like game dev in college that the lecturer literally went up to me and said, "Are you sure you don't want to move to the gaming course?" And I'm like, "No." It's like it's like you're putting a lot of effort into this game. It's like because it's fun. It's like I have an interest in it, but like I'm here for animation because I was more interested in that. It's like, God, maybe I should have in retrospect, just because maybe I would have had a better chance of finding a job in the games industry.
Game industry sucks, though.
I know it sucks, but at
am-
least I'd have a job. Like,
I don't know. It's learning to program to go into the game industry is like the stupidest thing a person can do. Because like, programming is like one of the few jobs on the market where there's more request than offer, except for gaming, because everyone wants to be a game developer. So they treat them to
Yeah.
shit.
Well, the thing is, it's like I'd only really be able to properly engage with game dev because I kind of need that visual like satisfaction or like that excitement for like seeing the character like move or getting them to dash just right. While if it was like, let's say a menu for like an app, it's like, oh, I made it like bounce in a satisfying way. Okay.
Finding a job that's also fulfilling is like a dream, sadly.
Yeah, that is true, but I don't know. I couldn't see myself like doing that like all day. Like I could see myself more likely doing like menial labor tasks than I could that. But Sure, it's like,
Remote
I don't know,
games.
maybe things will improve soon for the animation industry. I think they're like trying to get strikes going in America and like protests, similar to what the acting and writers guild had.
What, a recession? I don't know, man. It's a console command?
this
What?
economy?
Oh, shrink me.
Well, I mean, the reason like they're hoping to have strikes and protests happen for animation is the fact that it's like a bunch of people are being laid off for like so that way the people that are still there can do more jobs. So it's like a storyboard artist was meant to just do a storyboard. Now they have to do the animatic. Now they have to do some of the writing, and they don't get writer's credit or any benefits for doing writing. They have to do the character designs. They have to do this. Like it's like so you'd have one role suddenly be 20 roles and like expected to have it all done in the same amount of time.
But that's okay. Let me try this. I guess. I'll see if
it's
it's
like,
just
oh,
more difficult.
God. Shit sucks. I know, like, the job market here is getting worse over time because, like, I'm hearing constantly about how people are being laid off. And, like, for similar reasons
God,
as
it's
well, of,
awful.
like, some jobs just being, like, dumping extra roles onto staff so that way they can fire people and, like, you know... Like, I think it was, like, 5 people were, like, let off, in a place like near where I live, and then they hired on 3 more people that were like fresh out of college because that way they could give them a lower wage and give them a really shit pension. And like with how things are, they'll just have to take it. So it's like fire 5 people, get 3 like new hires that are like going to work for dirt cheap. So like fun.
Oh, if I get the giant, do I just become normal size? I do! That's funny! This is incredible.
And yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's a common practice here that a lot of people my age are all moving to Australia or Canada trying to find work. I don't know how it's going with Canada, but I know with Australia, most people I hear about are like getting let go as well, or like struggling to find work, so they're all having to come back to Ireland. So it's like, oh god. It even seems going abroad isn't even working to get work these days.
So excited for capitalism to break under its own weight.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
It's funny because the AI apocalypse will probably make it sooner than later. And it's all because, you know, capitalism really loves when people do that.
It really is that like Tom and Jerry meme of like, we have to make more money.
Come on, I can get 4th place! Yes! I got 4th place as shrink. I'm okay.
God, this is depressing.
Okay, I didn't know this game had a fucking built-in handicap feature. Thought it was a scam, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, I don't know what your line of work, like what your job is, or at least what you want to do, and...
No, like me, or?
No, Cass.
Oh.
Like, you do need a college degree from a lot of stuff. Sadly.
I mean, it doesn't even feel like that anymore because now it's like you need to have like 2 or 3 years experience in the field minimum, and like they don't even consider work experience. It's like it like for most junior positions in animation, it's like you had to have worked 2 to 3 years, and you'd have to have been part of a project that got like reached completion and is like out there, like a TV show or something that is released, and that's like the minimum requirement. And it's like, what? It's a junior position. It's like, Dems the brakes, kid. Get you through 2 years experience and you can get a job. But I have no experience. How do I get a job if it requires 2 years experience? Get 2 years experience.
Lie, I guess.
I know some people that tried that and did not work out well for them because they immediately got caught on, and it's just like it's the whole thing. Because they don't want to like train people in, so then as soon as they have to train you in, it's a problem. And I definitely have to be trained in. Yeah. Because, like, there was one job where it was like, you need to be working for at least, like, a year in a shop, and it's like, I have 6 months. I guess with that one, I probably could have gone away with lying, because, like, I don't know.
What the fuck? Why did he... Oh, come on, I'm gonna lose lot points to this. Bro. Game just ate my input.
Delicious input.
I'm like, no, you didn't trade. What? I didn't start trading. What are you talking about? Damn,
Cool.
festive with the rainbow spikes.
You gotta go all in.
I still fucked up my my drift there. I don't know exactly what happened.
Shame.
Oh, lag at the worst time. I should have gotten that.
Yeah, no, I fucked. I played really bad.
I might have had a chance of getting first, but I just got hit with a really bad lag spike in those last 2 like sharp turns.
Look, I'm just built stupid. I could adapt to whatever bullshit.
I usually win on this map. I just really fucked up the last 2
Yeah.
laps.
It is what it is. What
Like, I'm not
Speaking
saying I
of-
guaranteed would have won, but like, you know, I want to put up a fight at least.
like when I say
Second,
I
what you
did-
want?
like,
Yeah. Well, I got it from you because I had the 2 boosts, luckily. But like, you know, I wasn't like that close to like first.
when I talk about stupid bullshit, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but like I've been playing Armored Core on my PSP. I do not wish that control scheme on my worst enemy.
Oh God.
PSP games are rough, man.
Yeah, because
but,
they only
like,
have the one analog stick.
No, that's not the issue. Is not the analog stick, because the game still didn't have analog. These are direct ports of PS2 games, but you don't have trigger buttons.
Alright, you also like those.
So what you have to do is use the D-pad as for replacement for some of your face buttons.
Oh,
You want to use your left arm weapon? Down on the D-pad. Because normally the controls are like on like a normal controller on like the PS2, it would be like the face buttons use your left arm, right arm, and so on. And then you look up and down with the triggers. And strafe with L and R. no triggers, so they had to put looking up and down on the face buttons. But where do you use your left arm weapons and your switch weapons? Oh, just put them on the D-pad. I'm still very much enjoying it because god damn it, it's fun. But like,
Why
I would
don't they
recommend
the PS2
normal
version,
people to
though?
play like that.
You say it's just a
What?
port.
I mean, yeah, it's just a port, but the reason why I'm playing it on PSP is because until recently, I haven't really felt like I've had the time to actually like sit down and play the games like at home and relax. So it was more convenient for me to just play them on my PSP.
Oh, you're saying like back in the day? I thought you meant like you were playing it like this week on a PSP emulator or something.
No, on an actual PSP, like recently.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
I'm
I understand.
actually
PSP
using
has,
like
PSP has some of
Like,
the
I'm
nicest ergonomics. And the D-pad is so good.
Like I'm actually like actually playing the game like clock rip and everything to like use the like arm weapon while still moving and turning.
Like, same thing as
Okay.
in I have a physical Game Boy Advance. I play Game Boy Advance on a PSP. The controls are so much better. I cannot. It just doesn't compare. The PSP D-pad is one of the best D-pads ever made.
PSP is so good. That's why I use it as my main handheld device.
And back when it was my like my only handheld device aside from like my phone, I had like there was a thing called I don't remember what it's called. It's like Moonshell but for the PSP where it like would downclock the CPU, but you could use it for like listening to music and the battery would last forever.
Oh, I use that.
Who here is also a PS Vita gamer?
I don't think PSP I didn't like it as much. I never got one. I only played with like other people's PS Vita, but I felt like it was a downgrade ergonomic wise. I did like it had like good features that no one used, and I feel like there's a good future out there that actually has the PS Vita features, like the weird touchpad.
Like the only game I remember seeing that like was actually interesting with that was like Tearaway, the paper looking one.
Yeah.
Where you touch the bottom of the screen and your finger in game would pop through the ground and stuff. That's cool. But like that's the only thing I've seen where it's used in a way where it's like where it isn't just like a button input.
Yeah. If I remember, I had the bottom screen input, but also had like the actual screen be touchscreen as well, was it?
Yeah,
or am I
I
getting
think
mixed
so.
up?
Yeah, it was touch on both. I mean, the thing is, it was already the smartphone era, so
Yeah.
they were trying to be a smartphone and a gaming device.
I have recently more time to like in a situation where I feel more comfortable to play games on console for like actual systems, but I'm probably still gonna play all of Generation 3 of Armored Core on PSP just because when I'm done with Silent Line and I go on to like the next game in Gen 3, I won't be able to transfer my save if I start playing it on PS2. Meaning I lose access to all the parts I have and everything, and I do not want to deal with that. I want to keep I want to keep my ACs.
I still need to get Armored Core 6, but I'm also like, I'll wait till it goes on sale or something. I don't know how much I'd actually enjoy it, because it seems in concept I'd love it, but at the same time it's like, what I actually, because that seems like one of those like love it or hate it kind of games.
I probably wouldn't have the time to play it anyway, who cares?
Eh.
My backlog is
I
eternal.
am curious that it has apparently a full co-op mod, like fully working in it.
I don't know, I've been enjoying the games. Playing the first gen from the PS1 on my PSP and then playing the portable versions of the first gen games. Skipping 2 because there is no PSP ports for those.
Fair.
I don't know if after done with the third gen I'm gonna go back to 2 because I skipped it, or if I'm just gonna say screw it and go to the 4th gen, which is like the one that's like really fast, a lot faster paced. From what I hear, it's also the one that I recall some of my friends talking about a lot about before like 6 was announced.
Yeah, I think I had Armored Core 5 Verdant Day or whatever it was called, and not realizing that you need to have played like the previous. Oh my god, let me through the fucking door! I just that like screwed me over so bad.
Aston, it's coming for you.
Yeah? So what?
Nothing. You didn't get mine.
Should I be worried? I don't really feel like I should be
No,
worried.
I'm
If you
last,
Really?
so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that was oh my god!
You know what? I deserve it. That's
I
funny.
broke the sound barrier. I went so fast. I was at the top of the hill, and you were at the bottom.
Yeah, I was like second at some point. I was like, oh, there he goes. It's okay. I lose.
Oh
Not
my
gonna lie,
god!
I'm not even mad. That's funny.
I mean, I wouldn't mind another one of this.
Everything just comboed perfectly in that moment. Like oh my, like the SPB giving me the boosts. I did like the jump and got like the down boost, and then
Oh, the map almost bullied itself. Who do we have? We have a new person?
it's Fish.
Oh, it's Fish, right.
Because Fish forgot it was Cart Night. Oh my!
Still stole it,
Yeah.
even if I got hit.
Could have at least have gone for Ash. Like damn.
Maybe.
No.
If I'm gonna get static
off.
shocked, you should get static shock
Yep.
too.
Get walled, loser. No, I fucked up. I'm an idiot.
I mentioned a while back about the whole buying 2 indie games because I sold some boxes from TF2. I'm excited about those games.
What games do you
What were
get?
they again?
And one of them is Corn Kids 64, which is like a 3D platformer. Which seems exciting. I love me a 3D platformer. The other one is one that I got because of a recommendation from a friend who I watched them play the demo of it on a stream. It's called Card Quest or something. It's from what I gather, the gameplay is essentially what if we made a free Zelda game but it had more Devil May Cry-esque combat.
What the hell?
Huh?
Yeah.
That is a pitch and a half, indeed.
It fascinates me. And also, I have seen some of the posts that the developer had made of the game, and apparently, like, the scope for it is kinda insane. like for some reason they added like just a whole ass like side mini game, quest chain where it's just like, oh, it's a quest chain where it's basically a mini game where you fight as frogs with like combat mechanics. It's like, what?
Oh my gosh. Sure, what is it, like, Forever Winter, it's like, I was very surprised on the apparent scope that game's gonna have, so I'll be excited to try it out when it goes into early access. It's like, because the premise is you're a bunch of, like, salvagers, like, civilians in the middle of this massive, like, grim dark war. And it's like, basically, you have to survive, and then you have to go out and get supplies to keep your, like, town going during the war. Oh my god, I keep getting screwed over on that jump, and I don't know why. But, so then it's a case of it has, like, a threat level system. And the way that works is, if you're going through, like, the war zone, and, like, let's say a squad of soldiers see you, if you're below their threat level, they'll just ignore you, because they don't think you're worth their time. So what determines your threat level is your equipment. So if you're like armed to the teeth, they're gonna immediately open fire. Or you're like how much like you've attacked them. So if you killed a squad, then you might be worth 2 squads instead of, so that way like they'll start shooting at you the next time you encounter them, etc. But then you also have stuff like the battle lines are constantly changing. So you could go into a mission. Start in like one faction's territory, and then the other faction pushes through, and then it becomes their territory by the end of it.
What did you do to fish? Why is he so mad?
Oh, I swoused them.
Oh, I see. Hello, Nightwolf versus Spy. That sucks that you got fucked.
Yeah, it's like you
I
and
feel
I
like
need
a lot
to
of people
talk.
are, don't you feel like the sunk cost fallacy though? Like I invested so much money, it would be a waste if I I don't know how college works, honestly.
Well, it's like it's America. It's a case of like you're in debt for like forever, basically, after doing college, because you're never
Yeah, but
actually
how
able
does
to
it
like
work? Do you
pay
have
it
to
back.
pay? Do you pay every year?
Oh.
Does it get worse? Does it get better? Like it.
I think I saw a woman like realizing how bad it was and breaking down, because I think it was like her expenses were like 20,000 or something, and then it's like in taxes at that stage she had paid like what was it, like 25k, and she's like, how much taxes do I have left? And then like through like inflation or like interest or whatever, it was like she still had to pay like another 80,000 or something.
Oh.
And then she just broke down, because it's like, oh, I'm never actually getting out of debt from college.
Expensive. It was like university here is not that expensive.
Same here. Like, I was able to do it without much difficulty. I just need to get a part-time job over the summer, and I was golden.
Like, college in my country usually, unless it's like some real bougie shit, you could pay for it with like the student funding that the government gives you if you don't have a job.
Yeah, same here.
Here it's like we don't have student funding sadly, but the way it works is you pay some, even if it's like a government school. If your family is like under a certain like what do you call it?
Yeah, under a certain threshold. It's
Yeah,
like
under a certain threshold,
like,
then you get like extra benefits and like you don't pay and whatnot. And if you're particularly like gifted, you can get like scholarships, I guess, where they actually pay for you to study instead of having to pay. But like I never had someone go like, oh, this is too, like I cannot afford to study at a university. unless you're going
Yeah,
to
no,
like
like
some
in my
special
college, some
schools.
people were tight on money when they were at college. That's because they were spending a lot of money on drinking. So it's like if they just cut out drinking on like every day, then like they probably would have been completely fine. A lot of partying going on, you know.
I don't know. It's like there's this thing that like everyone in my country, including my brother, complains about like how we have to pay so much taxes compared to the US. But like, bro, I don't have to worry. I don't have to. I don't have an health insurance. I don't need one. Right? I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna pay a student loan. I don't have to worry about so many things. I'm like, you know what? it's fine. If they just get money from my salary, and like, I rather have them just tax me the hell than like, just like, cause like I know I'm not gonna be responsible with my money. So
Yeah, because like in America, you have to do your own taxes, or you pay somebody else to do your taxes for you. So it's like you're either spending extra money, so
like,
you don't
I'm
have to
pretty
do
sure that like if you run the numbers, you get more money by staying in the US and just paying for everything. But like, there's so much shit that just hits you all at once. Like you're either super rich or super in the shit. And there's no
like all it takes is one like medical accident and you could be put in debt like severely.
Even school having it as a debt that you have to like repay and whatnot, and like, man, I rather just not like I'd rather just have higher taxes everywhere else.
Yeah.
But also, the people who are complaining are people who are on the good system, I feel like. Because, like, it's never the American complaining that we have high taxes. It's always the Italian complaining that we have high taxes.
I just picture that as a case of not really understanding the full breadth of how fortunate it is.
Yeah, exactly. It does feel like that to me a lot. I feel like they just don't realize
like
how
it
bad
was
be.
always like a joke in so much media I saw growing up where it's like when you're an adult you have to do your taxes and it's like the biggest pain in the ass in the world and it's horrible, and then it's like, oh wait, that's just that's just them. Like, I think when I actually had my job before I got let go, it was what do you call it? I didn't get or like they literally handled all the taxes. It was like part of like the company's job to like do your taxes.
Here
or
it
whatever.
depends. You can do your own taxes. It's better if you do, actually. Because you can take advantage of, like, if you had like medical expenses, you can detract them from taxes. But like the way it works is, if I'm just an employee of a company, I don't need to do anything. If I run my own company, then of course I have to do my taxes and whatnot. But like also, even if I just want to do it myself, everything is like super digitalized. So my employer sends data to the government, going like, okay, he's employed at our place, he earned this much money and he needs to be taxed this amount. All my dentist and whatnot, they also send data to the government, saying like, oh yeah, he got this problem, like we did this thing to him and he paid this much. So when I just log into the government website, they just tell me, okay, can you confirm that you earn this amount of money and you spend this amount of money on medical expenses? I just
are you kidding
yes,
me?
yes, and they just go, okay, this is your tax returns. Like it's
I got robbed that race. Sorry.
I barely have to do anything. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I've had enough for tonight. You lads have fun.
Yeah, I'm also a bit tired.
We're getting close to like finishing anyway.
Man, if
See
you
ya.
want to quit early, I
Later.
know already who to raid.
Fair.
Rats in the pond.
I mean, I can keep going. It's up to you.
I'll do another one.
Sure. Oh, hey.
Daytona. I mean, I actually like all of them.
Yeah, we're getting good maps like in the second half of the stream.
Always annoying.
But what was I gonna say? I've completely blanked it. That's fine. Oh yeah, no, I got robbed on that last race because you know the last jump is like the big jump and it has the fans or whatever pushing you up.
Yeah.
I boosted into it, went too fast, hit the lip of the ledge and fell down, and then I got third place instead of first. And I'm just like, I was robbed. That is so dirty.
Those maps are kind of like that. You can't really do much about it.
Yeah,
It's like
it's like
gimmicky and
any jumps like that always happens to me. I go into it too fast and I just like don't make it, and then I just like get screwed over royally. But hey, no game's perfect.
this game's pretty good.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm just really impressed with the quality of some indie titles too. Like, I've been playing Phage games. A lot of them are.
Well, yeah,
not
I forgot
amazing.
that finally, like, the demos finally came out.
Yeah, most of them are not good. At least to me.
Fair.
There's a couple that are amazing though. I feel like Phage is weird because when the games are not good, it's whatever. Like, it's just someone trying their best. But when the games are good, holy shit. They're like out of this
Did you end
world.
up trying the, like, proof of concept that
Yeah,
you said would, like,
that's
totally
not
be for
good.
me? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, it's just there's
Damn.
barely any. I feel like a lot of the games this time around, like the trailer, like if the game was like 10 good seconds of gameplay and the rest is just like very hello worthy. But it's just
Yeah,
developer
like just
graphic and
dialogue
no
between
fuck-
characters.
Yeah, I feel like the Sage trailer is exactly those 10 seconds and nothing else.
Yeah.
It's a lot of games I got tricked into trying them because the trailer looked amazing, and then I just played and like, yeah, outside of that, the rest is absolute garbage. There's nothing.
Yeah.
But a couple games cut out to me. The Doom Tetris game is actually kind of cute. It's cute.
No.
It's a bit slow. That's my only issue. Okay, I want to play Abyss Garden.
Yeah.
Just in the case I get the alternate song. Aureole and Astro something. Those two are so good. Oh my god, they're so well done. And I'm also kind of amazed that like the demo is way longer than it needs to be. There's a lot more stuff to do than I would expect from a demo. Which is always super welcome, like, you know. I expected like 2 good levels and I got like 5. Like, what the fuck? So
we
one
got
of them,
Mario
Aureole,
joining during our like last or second last race.
So
God damn
Aureole
it.
is like, oh yeah, sorry, I can play a bit more, don't worry. It's fine. So Aureole is the ring one. Remember the game where you throw a ring?
Also, speaking
Yeah.
of, god damn it, hopefully my internet actually lets me play.
Even your internet doesn't want to play cards. But yeah, the game where you throw the
Yeah.
ring is great. I love it. It's really nice. It is more of like a speed game. If you like if you're the kind of person that likes to time trial stuff, that game is amazing. If you just want to explore, it's not that good.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
other
okay.
one is
Never join.
like Super Mario Galaxy but 2D almost. Like, it has very Super Mario Galaxy and Odyssey movement. But it's a 2D platformer.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It has tons of polish. I like how it's done. I don't know what else to say. It's one of those games that you kind of try it and it's good, and I want more of it.
That's what you want from like a demo like that.
Yeah.
Leave you wanting more. Like I remember the
And again,
I Am
I
Your
was
Beast demo
expecting
left
like
me desperately craving for like the full release, which I got immediately. It's like I'm kind of disappointed in the length, but like it was like at the same time it was so solid and I had a blast the entire time that like I can't really complain. I'd rather it be a really good solid 90 minutes than a very like meh 3 hours, you know?
Yeah.
I'll fetch the name because it's really cute. If you like 2D platformers, you should play it.
Yeah, I'd be down to give it a go.
Like, I'm not a 2D platformer person. I usually don't play them. It's not my
Yeah.
thing. This one, it's great. I will play it. It's called what is it? Aurascope. It's on Steam. You can get the demo there as well, I think. And the other one is Aureole, which is also cute.
I have no idea what we're talking about, but okay.
Hmm?
I have no idea what we're talking about, but okay.
Sage games.
The
played
Sega
a bunch of them.
demos.
Hmm.
The demos are on Steam, you're saying?
Those two games have demos on Steam, I'm pretty sure. Aureole for sure, because I played the Steam demo. Aurascope, I think they have a Steam demo. They have a Steam page where you can wishlist it. If the demo is not there, then you can get it from like the Stage website.
Yeah.
And again, both games, I felt like I would get 2 levels maybe, and then like, thank you for playing the demo. Instead, you get like a lot of content for a demo. Aurascope is even banger because they have literally a menu option called Demo Progress where it tells you how much content there is still to play.
Oh?
Damn.
You know when a demo does that, they have a lot of stuff.
Definitely
Yeah,
What do you
they
have?
they do like Super Mario Galaxy Stars, where you have a single big level, but then you have missions that change it slightly. And I still haven't finished. There's some hidden collectible which I haven't found all of them, and there's also a like secret star that I haven't found.
Oh. Hello, Helen Rock. How's it going?
Hello there.
How are you? Pretty good. We're getting close to finishing up, but had some good races. A lot of discussion about random stuff because this is borderline a podcast.
as usual.
Yeah, as usual. As usual.
Well, you know, podcasts actually have like topics already. They go in.
Yeah. That's why I'm like borderline. It's like, because we're still playing a game, but like most of what we're doing is just like chatting about stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Come on. Let's go gambling.
So, I mean, usually it's like, what have you been up to this week? And then like recent news topics are like the main things that came up, and I think we kind of discussed both of those. So it's like, you know. Man, I can't wait to try those minis. Oh, man.
Damn.
No, last place. Wait, what?
No, I got hit by an Orbinaut right before crossing the finish line, so I got last.
Who's talking about that? What's that?
I'm doing well. Well, do you have a full body? Yes, it is a full body. I made it myself. Can I ask you a question, please? Don't mind. Sure. Let me just quickly pop over here. It's like, oh, I have to unlock it. It's like, ugh. What?
Why are two of these is exact same one?
It's not the first time that has happened tonight.
Oh my god. Well, it doesn't matter because one of them is
Something
opulence.
that's happening.
Yeah, we're going to opulence.
One of them didn't choose opulence. Kill.
Do you have
Kill them.
how much its price?
Do not let
Oh
them win.
god. How much would I charge for this live TD? I don't know, minimum probably. Like, I guess it depends exactly what you're looking for, because, like, something more chibiest, I'd probably do cheaper, but, like, I don't know, I guess a minimum of, like, 500. Like, it is a lot of work, because I did all the art, I had to do all the rigging, and then it's, like... The way I do the mouths and eyes is, like, I do it frame by frame, so I have to do each individual frame and then rig all those individually, instead of, like, just doing, like, the shape morphing. I just like how it looks more. It has a bit of a charm to it. Ooh. Yep, it's 2D. I do 3D as well, but that's kind of more like low poly, and then I haven't done it in a bit.
Yeah. I hate water physics.
I hate the water in this map.
I hate the water in all the maps.
But this map specifically because it makes you jump constantly. Which makes you
It
speed.
made me slide into a tripwire even though I was completely driving away from it. It's so fucking annoying.
Okay. I apparently like was murdering you by just accidentally driving into you. I'll take it, I suppose.
Oh, it's offering you a deal. You can get a model from him for cheaper than you can get it yourself by doing it for free.
Wait, like I literally just said I made this myself, and you're like, and I thought you were asking me how much I would charge if you wanted my model, or not my, but like, you know, one made by me. Yeah, no, it's like I could just I make my own, dude. And I wouldn't like, you know. Ooh.
You know, I'm kind of glad I don't have the VTuber tag in my stream. It's great.
Yeah, maybe I should remove that. Yeah, instead you ain't from Michigan if you never did this before.
Listen! It's true though! By the way, fun thing, you know you can have 10 tags in your stream? Those are 10.
Oh, you can only have a max of 10.
Yes.
Rest in peace, no more opulence. Sad.
No more opulence. That's actually sad, because usually it sticks around if enough people vote it.
Yeah, it's like I think it's just been weird all day today. Like the map picker.
Well, Fish was the only one who didn't vote opulence, so make sure they don't do.
What time is it? Okay. Do you need anything? Feel free to tell me. Nice to meet you, but I just do all my own stuff, so I have no interest in like commissioning anything of that nature. I like all my stuff to kind of feel like it's like matches, or it's like all like matches, or like, you know, the same aesthetic. So it's just, you know, easiest way to do that is just I do everything myself.
Fucking boxes.
Reminds me I need to get back to work on some of those like starting soon screens so I can have some variety. Oh, I thought there was railing.
There is in some places. Also, got my internet.
Railing.
My internet is failing me.
Why is
Oh,
there
no.
railing in some parts, but not all the parts? Where's OSHA?
I have a.
Space
I need to
OSHA.
report a violation.
Huh?
An OSHA violation, you know? Like, because there's like gaps in
Fish
the
died.
safety rails.
You
I
have
thought I was
no
gonna be
clue
the one
what
that
happened to
disconnected.
me.
Oh, something happened to you, and that's what you're talking. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought I would be the one disconnecting, not fish. The other man was dangerously close.
I feel like the this or the next one might be the last for me. I'm getting a bit tired.
Fair.
Fair.
Oh yeah, who do you want to raid? You said you already had someone in mind.
Caleb,
Yeah.
he's streaming. He never streams. And also I have to go and
Sounds
invade the
good to
French,
me.
assuming I have enough points. We did waste them all. He said he was gonna get rid of those redeems and then he never did.
Oh, I went too far. Oh my
Too
god.
fast.
That banana fucked me up so
Let's
bad.
go! I was kind of betting on that. Wow, you keep respawning in front of me though. That's not fair.
I have no
Okay, here we
coins.
go.
What the fuck? Why did I hear a mellow pipe? Oh yeah,
Too
Santa,
fast.
of course. I can do it. Give me
Oh
the
god,
coin.
there's no way I can catch up Mario. Why?
Because I'm not ending last.
Damn.
What?
Oh, that was close.
Did we tie?
No, barely.
Damn. I thought it was a turn at the end. I always forget that it's like straight.
Trail.
I slowed down
Meanwhile,
at the
I
end.
killed Iron Field.
I wasn't trying to BM. I was literally.
You murderized me so bad.
Look at the difference.
Okay, last one. Is it only us? Is there not even fish?
Yeah, I think it's only us.
Can I
Fish
force the
crashed
crashed or
police?
something. Sure.
Sure, why not? Hmm. Hmm.
Ah, damn it.
Thank
I just
you.
bumped you into it.
Hmm.
Wow.
¿Has comido una toalla?
Mhm.
¿Tuvieron una toalla?
Sí, está llena de bichos
Mhm.
y de bichos.
Even when I tell them that my mic is on, they still just talk.
Damn, I got 5.
What? Ah. the like you managed to hit me with the aura, not delay me, and because you delay me, you crash into me.
Yep.
could not have been more perfect. Oh my god. Is there even a point of shooting this rocket? It's never gonna hit.
I did.
Oh, why did I go for it? I thought I could squeeze past my own bounce pad.
My biggest problem is I have an SPB coming for me. Unless I
Oh,
can.
please stay to
No,
Ash.
No, it did not.
No, it went to me.
It's going for you. It's gonna get you.
No, it's not. Can see it.
Okay,
I'm
man.
gonna get lost. God damn it.
How did he get second?
I sucked ass, man.
I was
Oh.
last place literally the entire race. They kind of managed to clutch out at the end.
Yeah, I'm quitting here.
I still lose points somehow.
Well, you have to get like your final points depend on your lap points, not on your final position.
Yeah, makes sense.
Don't fall off the course and finish in good standing.
Okay, I'm gonna start the raid.
Oh yeah, I should do the same.
Card raid is gonna be the raid message. And usual things apply. You can get the emote for 80 channel points for 24 hours. If you want to use it, otherwise you can use whatever you want. And you know, whatever. Go.
Alright.
Go be nice to Caleb, who's collabing with Komogu, another artist, I assume. Oh, and he's running tanks and cars and whatnot. Well, I'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow for. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll see it eventually.
Well, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.